One of 322 independent schools located in New York City, the Birchwathan Lennox School is comprised of around 500 students who come from right across the Big Apple. BWL, as it's known, has recently introduced a new range of classes which are designed to prepare the students for a 21st century job market, allowing them to take on electives in subjects like robotics, as well as introducing field trips and regular guest speakers. All of this is available for the low price of $46,200 every year. The school takes the old parent-teacher relationship and throws it away, making parents part of the education process for their child, whilst also providing an elite-level education. The school plans to open 20 more campuses around the world, which will allow kids to transfer without any of the disruptions should their parents move for work or even just need to temporarily travel overseas. With annual fees of $47,650 though, Avenues will have plenty of money in reserve to expand their educational vision. The Salisbury School in Connecticut is an all-boys school which is among the most expensive private schools in the United States. It also has an incredibly stringent academic record, offering intensive classes in Mandarin, entrepreneurial studies, and even robotics. You're going to need to know about robotics, kids, because robots are going to be your bosses soon. Not even joking. The Salisbury School will set parents back around $49,000 every year. The Idlewild Arts Academy requires students to undergo an audition or submit a portfolio in order to gain admission, and once they're there, they can expect to pay annual tuition fees of $55,200. So yeah, you need a portfolio, but you also better be quite rich. The breeding ground for Britain's ruling class, political elite, and all sorts of other notable scumbags, Eton College is one of the most prestigious private boys' schools in the world and has produced no less than 19 British Prime Ministers. Eton has also provided education for Princes William and Harry, among a number of other members of the royal family, making it one of the most important institutions within the British establishment. And as a result, the fees are incredibly high, with a year's tuition costing as much as $55,331. Situated in Yonkers, New York, Sarah Lawrence College is a private liberal arts college and the most expensive university in America. The college, which counts J.J. Abrams, Rahm Emanuel, and Sigourney Weaver among their alumni, is renowned for its rigorous academic standards and its low student-to-faculty ratio, which means that students are able to undertake highly individual courses of study. As a result, Sarah Lawrence College can cost as much as $61,236 every year for tuition and room and board. First opened in 1882 and still owned by its founding family, Brillemont International School lies in the centre of Lausanne, Switzerland, and is just a 5-minute walk from its very heart. Even the location marks the Brillemont School as a luxurious, offering views of both the Swiss Alps and Lake Leman. Providing accommodation for a maximum of 150 children, 100 boarding and 50 just staying, the students study on British or American programmes, preparing them to move over to some of the most prestigious universities in the UK or the USA. Now, with annual fees of $67,991 added to the end of that, Brillemont is just one of a number of incredibly expensive schools in Switzerland. The Dubai American Academy represents over 99 nationalities. In an emirate where many people arrive with their families to take up high-paying jobs, the Academy provides an elite-level Western education in modern facilities. The campus covers 23 acres and features computer labs, science labs, art studios, as well as swimming pools, football pitches, tennis courts, several large gyms. A year's tuition at the Dubai American Academy costs just over $95,500. Another of Switzerland's incredibly expensive academies. A lot of money in Switzerland, Swiss banks, etc. Le Rosey is one of the oldest boarding schools in the country and was founded in 1880. To give you an idea of the kind of education that children can expect here, the school moves to a so-called winter campus at a ski resort during the winter months, allowing the student body access to skiing. Of course, Le Rosey has educated some of the world's biggest dynasties, including some Rothschilds, and annual tuition costs upwards of $120,000. Modelled on famous British boarding schools like Harrow and Eton, Aiglon College is another mega expensive school in Switzerland. Located high in the Swiss Alps, the school teaches its students a varied curriculum, as well as putting a lot of emphasis on mountain expedition, with all the students required to take part in hiking, camping, mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and a variety of other outdoor challenges. Although Aiglon College primarily operates on a scholarship basis, with them taking students who show outstanding potential and self-motivation, annual fees can cost more than $150,000. So, it doesn't matter if you've got a lot of potential and self-motivation if you haven't got literally millions of dollars in the bank too. So, that's the most expensive school in the world. I don't think I'm gonna go there.